guys, welcome back to the Semi Plum Bob channel, and today I thought it would be fun to look at some mods. You see, I have my notebook open with all my listed mods, and I have my documents folder with my mods in there. Now, I first and foremost in this video wanted to talk about one specific mod in my folder, and that would be number one that you definitely need in your Sims 2 in my opinion, because it makes the game so much fun, is ACR, Autonomous Casual Romance. So yes, let's go ahead and I'll show you where to find this said mod. So the first thing I do is, you can see I've already typed it here, is I type ACR mod for Sims 2, press enter, and the first thing that pops up is Pleasant Sims' The Sims 2 ACR Complete Guide to Settings and Interactions. You click on this Pleasant Sims website, you scroll down until you get to the download ACR, click here to download it, and it should pop up right here. You want to extract this, so you're going to click it, extract all, and what I normally do is I always extract it to my desktop so I can find it easy, hit extract, and then next thing you know, you should have your ACR files all ready to be put into your Sims 2 folder for where you put your mods. So yeah, it's a lot of files. As you could tell, there's a lot to this mod. So that's why I want to have this mod in one video, just in case you guys want to know how to use it and whatnot, if you're very new to it or not. But anyway, yep. After you extract all your files, you're gonna want to make a folder for your downloads, or for your mods here. So you're gonna hit Documents, go to EA Games, Sims 2 Legacy, and you're gonna see all your folders that are inside the game right now. So The Sims 2 is a little bit different than The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, because in The Sims 3 and The Sims 4, when you got mods, you just create a mods folder and put your mods in there, and everything should work beautifully. But with The Sims 2, it's a little bit more finicky. So what you have to do is you're going to have to hit New Folder, and you have to put capital D on this word and type Downloads with a capital D, Downloads, and that should be your mods folder. Okay, so after you do that, you'll come in here, and what I do is I create subfolders in my mods folder or downloads folder, so that I have my mods just a little bit organized. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to again hit New Folder, type ACR, press enter, and you should have your ACR folder inside your downloads folder. So you're going to click your ACR, and as you can see, I already have all mine in here because I already have the mod. But you're going to get everything that you just extracted, and you're going to put it in your ACR folder, and it should have all this good jazz in your folder to be able to use ACR. And you're going to want to do that for every mod that you have that you want to have in your game. So yeah, my plan on is to make it like a super video about all the mods that I use in my game, just in case you are interested in knowing. But ACR is one of the big ones that I love to play with, and that's why the ACR is going to get its own video. So with that being said, and now that I've showed you how to get ACR into your game, let's actually pop into game, and I can show you all the settings that I've used and everything like that. Okay, so we are currently in the Traveler household, mostly because this is where I left off in my rotation. That's why I chose the Traveler household. So with ACR and how you get your ACR, well, for me it's a tree, but how you get your ACR is you click on your sim, adjust casual romance, and then you're gonna, here, I'll delete it just so I can show you. So adjust casual romance, spawn adjustment. And when you spawn it, it's always going to come out as being the stack of phone books. But you can change this to anything that you would like in your adjuster. You could change your model. So we could change it to a bonsai. You could change it to an orchid. You could change it to, you know, this plant. I mean, you could change it to really whatever your heart desires. Anywho, that's how you get your ACR adjuster. And one important thing is, on every lot that you play, if you want ACR to be a big factor in your gameplay in every household, you have to spawn that adjuster for the interactions to work for your Sims. So after you've got your adjuster set up and ready to go, and you changed the model and placed it wherever you would like it, you are set and ready to use ACR for your lot. So for example, let's say I didn't know where I put this dang old ACR tree. Like, it's different in every household. How am I supposed to know where I freaking put it? Like, sometimes I lose it and I get confused sometimes. But the most easiest way for you to be able to find it, which I think is such a cool feature, is you click on your sim, adjust, casual romance, zoom to adjuster, and it will take you straight to where you placed it, so you know exactly where it's at. So that is very helpful. All right. So after you've got your adjuster set up, we have another thing called Show My Token Stats. When you click this, it's going to tell you everything about your sim. Trisha currently has the hots for Trent Traveler, which is definitely her husband, which I'm very happy that she still has the hots for her husband. So if you don't know, every sim has their one special person with ACR, and that's who they normally choose to do ACR interactions with. Now the next thing is the sim settings. So you can show stats for not only the sim that you're playing, but for any sim that's on your lot. Jealousy, my sim actually gets jealous past the age of getting steady or being steady or going engaged. Preferred dress, if you don't like that your sim wants to always be naked when they're going to woohoo and things like that, you can also set it to casual undies and other options instead of the naked. With pregnancy odds, I have the global risky odds set to 20%. You could change that risky odds if you really wanted to. This is where you can actually turn your birth control on or off for your Sims. I'm going to turn that off because she doesn't have a fear of having a baby. That's my own personal rule. You can play however you want. But my own personal rule is that if they're afraid to have a baby, I turn birth control on so that they can't have a baby. Unmarried try for baby is not allowed. You can, see, the thing with me is I like to have unmarried try for baby is allowed for my Sims, because it just brings a whole lot of drama for my single Sims when they're out woohooing and things like that. It could just be so random that my Sims could just have babies from different men or townies or whatever. I just think it's fun. And there's also a cheating tab here. So for all my Sims are a little bit different. I think it depends on the aspiration whether or not I allow cheating from my Sims. So let's say, for example, if my Sim is a family Sim and they're married and they found their one, I always want to go into cheating, and I want to set to totally faithful. And actually, I'm probably going to do that for both Trent and Trisha. Set to totally faithful so that they never cheat on each other, mostly because, you know, he is the knowledge Sim. Why would he want to cheat on his wife? And as for Trisha, they've been together for a long time, and I just feel like it's right. I don't foresee her ever cheating on her husband. So that's the Sim settings. Then we're going to go to hood-wide settings. So we have global overrides, global switches, and global defaults. So global overrides, this will fix your neighborhood and set it how you prefer things to be set. So for dress, you can tell everybody in the global how you want them to woohoo, either dressed in casual, undies, or naked. You can go to pregnancy odds and you can override your pregnancy odds for global to change everybody's all at once. And for jealousy, you can change everybody's jealousy all at once using the global overrides. Then for the global switches, now this one has a lot of things, so let's get into it. So ACR autonomy is enabled. Teen/adult interactions are enabled. Now the reason why I have teen through adult interactions are enabled is because sometimes my Sims are different ages. One ages up, one doesn't, and it doesn't make sense for them to break up just because one's now technically an adult and the other one is still like at the end of their teen life. So I keep that interaction together so they can still have romantic interactions. For teen woohoo, I have that enabled. Cheating is enabled, so yes, I leave that on too as well so that my Sims could have a little bit more drama in their life so that Sims could cheat. Auto woohoo is enabled, so they can just go woohoo whenever they want. Unmarried woohoo is enabled. Try for baby dialogues are disabled. Booty calls are enabled, so booty calls is a really cool feature. I think it's it's surprising every time it happens. But when your Sim has the urge to want to woohoo their significant other, they'll pick up the phone, call their one true Sim, and that Sim will come over and they will woohoo at the lot. Autonomous try for baby is enabled, so they can choose whether or not they reproduce. So yeah, I think that's fun. So it's not always on my shoulders of when they should have a baby or not. Unmarried tried for baby is enabled. So you really want to turn this on if you want to have extra drama of your Sims trying for baby while unmarried. Auto engagement is disabled. Auto breakup is disabled. Again, anything to do with their relationship status. I am a very control freak type of person when I play The Sims, so I like to choose whether or not they stay together or break up. Auto gender preference is enabled, so you really want to turn this auto gender preference on as well. So basically what that does is when your Sim turns into a teenager, boom, you're going to get a pop-up and it's going to tell you what their gender preferences are. So whether they're going to be gay, bi, or straight. That's your global switches. And for global defaults, so I have my default risky percent at 20%. For this, now this may be a little bit confusing. So if you click change this, it's going to pop up this buy food thing. So this is going to look so confusing because it has this delivery cost. So it's quotations. So what you want to do is you want to just ignore that and go to your food cost. And it says 0. And you want to bring this up to what you want it to be. And then you're going to click OK. And then it should be set to the way you want it to be. And since I put it up to 20, guess what? It's 20%. Timer multiplier. So this will tell you how many times your Sim will woohoo. 1 being very frequent, 4 being not so frequent. Set your timer multiplier to anything you want. If you want them to woohoo a lot, set it to 1. If you don't want them to woohoo a lot, set it to 4. I mean, it's really up to your preference of how you want your Sims to interact with each other. Cinematics, you can change your cinematics to normal, always, or never when you do certain things like woohoo. Gender preference targets. So this is where you can change your target percentage of your Sims in your neighborhood to be gay or bi if you want to. I have mine set at 10%. You could also change it to any percent that you want. If you want a higher rating, you can change that the same way you changed the default risky percentage here. You just click this, click change target, and then that will pop up and you'll ignore the delivery cost. Do the food cost, bring it up to whatever you want it to be. I want mine to be 10%. You click OK, and then everything should be where it is, 10%. There you go. That's our hood wide settings. Then we have our lot settings for ACR. So we have bed routing, lot type, and jealousy override. Bed routing, inches and accessible beds are disabled. For the lot type, you can change it to a brothel or a church. And then for jealousy overrides, you can set your sim's jealousy to anything that you'd want. And for me, I have no global override because everybody is different anyway. For now, gender preference. So this will tell you exactly what is preferred for each sim. So it's going to be the same for all these sims, but since I'm on Trisha, we'll click Trisha, and it will tell you she is straight. It will tell you exactly right here what your sim is, and you can actually change your sim depending on what you want. And you can also show preferences, and Trisha Traveler's gender preferences are male 28, female -24. So she is definitely straight. When Tandy turns into a teenager, he should get a gender preference when he ages up, because I have that set in my settings. And where was it? Is it hood wide settings, I think? Yeah. I have it set for my sim to auto gender preference when they age up. So, yeah, he should get his when he's a teenager. So for the hood, you can also, again, change your target percentage for your neighborhood. You can change your target buy for your neighborhood. You can show your hood senses and run your randomizer for your hood. So when you start a brand new game with ACR, I recommend running your randomizer so that your sims, some sims will be gay, some sims will be bi, and some sims will be straight in your neighborhood, and it will be randomized for everybody in Pleasant View. So that includes townies, everybody that's in a lot if you want to. I mean, you can really choose. So I'll hit run randomizer and I'll show you exactly. So it'll bring this, and you could choose no preference only. So that means it will only change the sims who have no preferences. It will change the whole neighborhood. So that means it will change everybody that exists in this neighborhood. Or you can choose only townies/NPCs, and it will only change your townies/NPCs. And after you click your thing, it's going to ask you if you want your gender preferences set high or low. So you want them to be really this way, or just like when you click high, really, really, really this way? Or do you want them to be kind of this way? Show hood senses. When you click this, it will bring up this thing, and it will give you a report on your current neighborhood about how many people are what. So the breakdown of hood: straight is 84%, bi is 6%, and gay is 8%. So that's all my stats for my sims on what their gender preferences are in the Pleasant View town. So, yep, that's our gender preferences tab. And then we go to MISC. And MISC right here, mwah, I use this every single time my sims pretty much woohoo with ACR, as I check to see if they're pregnant. So you click the pregnancy scanner, and if your sim is pregnant, it is going to show up on a box right here telling you how many hours that sim was pregnant, who the father is, and how many babies are expected. You can also click the pregnancy scanner no dad info. It will show you all the info that I just stated without the name of the father. So we also have take morning pill after. So as you can tell, we can't click it because nobody is pregnant on the lot. But if your sim is pregnant and you're just like, oh, I really don't want them to have a baby for some reason, you can take the morning after pill and it will get rid of your sim's pregnancy. Also, you have a reset button, and you can reset ACR to defaults. That is the ACR tree. I know that was a lot of info. When you click on your significant other, there's a little button called casual here. So you can click casual, and you have all these different interactions for your sims as well. You have this question of, will I woohoo? And it will tell you It will tell you if your sim would like to woohoo your sim or not. So he said, sure, I'm game. Where's the bed? Total score is 105. Attraction score 0. You can have them flirt with each other. Now, the best thing about ACR, in my opinion, is that you can woohoo casually and you don't have to have your sims be in love to woohoo.
That's what it's all about.
You can hug romantically with your sim. You can kiss your sim. You can auto woohoo. And woohoo, you can choose where you want your sim to woohoo. I use this feature a lot. If you have more options of woohoo, more option will show up, like the photo booth or the hot tub. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it on the ACR settings and things like that. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful, and if you want your settings to be like mine, well, that's my settings. But yep, you can have your settings in any you can have your settings any way you like. You can adjust it any way you like for your sims, however you want to play. But yep, this is mine for ACR. So yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope you liked this video and it was helpful for you guys. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Everybody have a great day.